So good evening, everyone. Dr. Claire. Yeah, okay.
Hello, everyone. Lovely to see you all this evening. Thank you very much for joining us.
Yeah, so good evening, everyone, and good morning, everyone from UK, my friends. And so, warm welcome to this orientation session on smart finance data tools. I'm Dr. Sheetal, heading academics, analytics with ISTC in India. We have with us Dr. Claire Walsh, Director Education at IoA UK. We also have with us Josie, who's taking care of membership. We have Claire Hodgson with international membership, and Ms. Fatima, who's heading operations with ISTC. So, warm welcome to everyone to this session. And let's get started. Over to you, Dr. Claire, to start with.
Thank you. So a very warm welcome to you all. We're so happy to have you join us. I'm Dr. Claire Walsh. I'm the Director of Education at the Institute of Analytics. I oversee our training. I advise governments internationally on their AI regulations. And, generally we support the data community. And as accountants, you have a very special place in our hearts. And we're here to explain that today and why you're doing this course with us. I would like to introduce my team before I get started. Claire, are you there? Claire, another Claire, Claire Hodgson.
Hello, yes, I'm here, Claire. Nice to meet you, everybody. Nice to be here. I'll speak to you later after Claire has finished speaking to you.
And Claire takes care of our members. We also have Josie, who is likely to be your first. If you have any questions, you're likely to come into contact with Josie. Josie, are you there?
Hello, everyone. I'm here. I look forward to answering any emails you may have. And if I can't help you, I'll be sure to point you in the direction of the correct team at ISDC. I look forward to receiving your emails soon.
And despite some tech problems, I do believe we have Rohan now joining us by phone. Rohan, are you there?
Yeah, hi everyone. Looking forward to everyone taking part in this course and happy to help where needed.
Rohan is my fellow data science expert, so he's very good at answering these kind of questions. So why are you on this course? That's a really good question. We are the Institute of Analytics. We are like the ACCA is a professional membership body for accountancy. We are a professional membership body for data science, for analytics in general. And you are joining us as members, and part of the goal of joining us as members of employers across the world, the UK, USA, Europe, and Asia, said that they were looking for data skills, advanced data skills, in the people they were looking to hire. And 98% were looking for digital skills. So we know there's a demand, huge demand, for young people like yourselves who also have advanced data training. Now then, as accountants, we love working with accountants in general because you already have foundational data skills. And our accountants have the incredible advantage over our data analysts in that they usually have incredible knowledge of the businesses that they're working in. They understand the business model, where the money comes from, where the money goes, and they bring a level of business intelligence that perhaps sometimes our data engineers don't have. But the reality is accountancy is changing very quickly. And of all of the professions, accountancy, I think, is one of the first that will start to see some big changes. This is not bad news for you. This is, you're going to be fine. And let me explain to you why. We do have three big trends coming. The first is that historical reporting, it makes sense to automate it. The old-fashioned skill of bookkeeping, honestly, a machine can do that incredibly well. And so it makes sense for most companies to go over to automated historical reporting. What happened to the sales last year? What happened to them last quarter or last week? This is data from the past. And this part of your job is going to increasingly, over the next 10, 20, 30 years, it's going to be done by machines. You have a long and happy career ahead of you, and we have to think about how to prepare you today for the changes in 10 years' time. We know that decision intelligence is becoming more and more in demand. It's not just about reporting on what's happened, it's about finding that information that can help businesses and business leaders to make more intelligent decisions. And some of this will come from your knowledge of accounting and the kind of financial metrics that you report. Some of it will come from your incredible knowledge of the regulations and the regulatory environment of accountancy. That's incredibly valuable. Some of it will come from, as you become more experienced, you'll generally become really good at making decisions. But some of it will increasingly come from new types of data. And that's where we're going to step in and help you. And then, of course, the last change, and I think this is perhaps the biggest one, is that if you have a data set on your laptop, it's not very safe to have it downloaded there. All sorts of things can happen. The security on your laptop is not as good as it is on a cloud server. But more than that, you could make a change, and perhaps your colleague makes a different change, and another colleague makes a different change, and suddenly you have multiple versions of the same data set. Nobody knows which one is correct, and it becomes incredibly problematic. If that data set lives on the cloud and you all go to the cloud to access it, it's so much safer from all sorts of attack, including mistakes and accidental deletions. So these are the challenges we currently face. What is the solution? Well, when we think about Excel, and I know accountants love Excel, and I actually love Excel for Excel tasks. It launched before you were born, 1987, and when it launched, let me give you a little history lesson. Most of us weren't interested. We wanted Word. We wanted to be able to write documents, or maybe create PowerPoint presentations. But then it also came packaged in, there was this other thing called Excel that came with it that none of us knew how to use, and we ignored it. But a few accountants and financial experts realized its potential, and they started creating incredibly useful sales reporting, for example, visualizations, that kind of thing. It is great for downloadable tables, for a table data set that you can download into your laptop. In the 1990s, spreadsheets became the king. A person with a well-organized spreadsheet had information that businesses needed, and they were highly, highly in demand. But already by the 2000s, we started to see a few problems. In 2002, we got a change to the internet code, the HTTP code that we use on the internet, that allowed people to make changes to their website without going into the back end, without coding skills. And of course, the result of this was all the cat videos and dog photos that we have on the internet today. It created social media because suddenly you could post a photo of your cat, you could post your opinion, and you didn't need any technical skills for it. And by 2002, already the balance of data had switched to text, images, and a little later videos. And you can't analyze text or videos or any of that kind of thing in a table. And those things have information that are useful for you as an accountant. And your reports contain information that your business could use. And voice recordings with CEOs about how their business is going on YouTube contains insights that are useful to you as an accountant, but you can't get it if you're working on Excel. And then today, around about 2014, we started to see a huge acceleration in what we call the AI algorithms, the machine learning algorithms. Most of us work with what we call open source environments. And what that means is that we don't pay and it's not controlled. So whereas Excel is developed by a small team of experts at Microsoft who do an amazing job, it can't keep up with the speed of development of open source algorithms, which are built by everybody on the whole planet, university experts, research departments, businesses. Google contributes lots and lots of free stuff to open source environments. And so what we've seen is that outside of private purchased tools, development has just gone up and up and up and up, while Excel still updates a little bit each year, tiny change, little change, and it's just not keeping up. So we do today need to start thinking about what else can we do? What do we want to do that Excel can't do? Excel is still excellent for tasks that are ideally suited to Excel, but there's a lot more we want to do. So one thing is visualizations, and visualizations have really changed. If we imagine the easiest way to understand why we need dashboard visualizations rather than a bar chart or a pie chart is if we think about what happened with photography. When I was young, you had to take a photograph, and you had one photo. Film was expensive, and whatever that one photo was, that was the one you had to stick with. And you ended up with photos that were out of frame, not very great. Here's me, young me. And the photos weren't brilliant. They were nice, they were sweet, but they weren't brilliant. Whereas today you can experiment and explore. You can take multiple photos that are just as bad as the ones that we took when I was young, but I can keep experimenting until eventually I get one I like. And that's kind of what we're doing with dashboards. We're taking that kind of principle to data. A dashboard, if we think about a bar chart, it's once, it's done. And if there's a mistake in creating that bar chart, if you've chosen the wrong information, if you've made a tiny mistake, it's not very informative. Whereas if we have a dashboard, look at the complexity I've got in here. I've got map data. It used to take teams a week to create a map data, just one, static one. And this one is interactive, which means not only do I have so much information on performance around the country, I can also interact with it. I can filter it. I can drill down and look at results in individual cities. I can see what impact it makes. Instead of my bar chart, instead of a line graph with 10 lines that nobody can read, quite honestly, I've got these lovely small multiples at the bottom here. Little mountains, so much easier to see patterns in mountains like this, what we call small multiples, than it is in a line graph. And again, we can still drill down, we can investigate. Your CEO, who has the best knowledge about your business, can investigate for himself or herself what's happening with their data set. Beautiful tool. We are going to get you building this tool, and by the end of this course, you're going to be competent and easily able to build one of these, and you're going to be valuable to the companies that you work with. We also know that data standards are changing. As I said, companies are increasingly moving away from allowing people to work on data sets that are downloaded on their laptop. They want you accessing the cloud. It's a single source of truth data set, so much more reliable, so much better in every way, safer as well from attack. There's a price. You have to be able to get this information out of the cloud, and it's not very difficult. So we will teach you a language called SQL, and you'll be able to not just get data out of the cloud, but if it's like 10 million, I've worked with data sets that are 1 billion data points big. You can't just get that information out of the cloud. You've got to filter it a lot before you start to extract it and analyze it. And sometimes you want to do some of the analysis while it's on the cloud, not on your laptop. And we'll show you how to do that. And again, you're going to love it. You're going to be so proud of the skills that you develop. And then finally, of course, we still need you. All this business about data analytics, AI, it is a win-win, provided that it is being managed by, an intelligent, understanding person with incredible judgment. And so we're going to work as well with that side of things to make sure that you understand what we're working with. So we will be going through with you. We'll start with some working with spreadsheets. We will move on and we'll make sure that your spreadsheet skills are 100% effective. We will move on to business intelligence tools, the ones that we know are most in demand out there. And in any case, the skills you learn using these business intelligence tools will help you to use any other tool in the future. And then we'll move on to cloud data ingestion. So this is working with that data while it's up there in the server. And we are very confident that we're going to get you there. Success. I love this formula. Somebody gave this to me when I was speaking with them. I think it was which university was it? One of the universities in London. Success is a function of, come on, my mathematicians, my accountants, all of your knowledge, the sum of your knowledge and your imagination, and your ability to evaluate a situation really clearly. And we're going to help you with some of the knowledge. We're going to give you knowledge of some of the tools around there. We're going to really help you with evaluation. We're going to help you not just produce numbers, but understand what they mean and how to interpret them and what that means for the business. But I always love this little multiplier here, which is your attitude. If you've come with a positive attitude, we know we're going to be able to amplify and multiply all of those wonderful practical skills that you're developing. So we talk about allies. We talk about an accountant in the loop AI model. This is what's in demand. People don't want to replace you with a data scientist. They don't want to replace you with a data engineer. What they would like is an accountant who fully understands what they're talking about. So let me just take you to the platform. You'll get a registration email from Josie, and she will talk you through the whole process. I think actually you've probably already, Josie, have they already received this?
Yeah, they should have received an email to set their password and get logged into the portal.
Great. So have a look in your email or have a look in your spam box if you haven't found it. When you get to this website, you'll need to sign in. We would prefer if you used an email that is not your university email, because we would like you to be able to continue to access our resources after you've graduated. But Josie will send you the full instructions there. And then once you sign in, you come to our learning. And this is where your smart finance course is here. Okay, so you can click on here and you'll find everything you need to be able to access the training. If you start the course, we start with an explanation of what the course is, and then let me get you to let's get to spreadsheets. You will also find links out to Data Camp. Here we go. Here's one. This is a link out to where our technical training can be found. Now then, when you go to our technical training, you're going to join a different platform, the Data Camp platform. You'll need to sign in with your details. This is because it's a separate platform, you need to sign in again a second time. Once you've done it once, then it will automatically take you there and you'll find all of the training here, spreadsheets for finance, and you start the track. So I'm hoping that you'll have no troubles finding the materials for your course. Once you start the track, it's a lovely environment. We're going to start you with some videos that explain what it is we're doing. Let's imagine we've done that. Then sometimes there are some theoretical questions that you have to answer, but mostly it jumps you straight into a task that simulates the environment that you'll be using in reality. So this is spreadsheets, which I'm sure is familiar to you all, and it works just like a spreadsheet. You can investigate it, you can manipulate it here. I can change the name, Claire. But the difference with this spreadsheet is that you have all of the hints here. If you can't, here is what you need to do. Here are your instructions. If you can't do it, you've got a hint you can take. If the hint doesn't work, you can give up and show the answer. The key thing here is that what we really need you to do is to succeed, to do it successfully at least once. So it's a great, great learning environment for you to work in. Right. So I am going to hand over to my colleague Claire. Claire, are you ready? Let me get your slides up.
Yeah, go for it.
Do you, Claire, do you want to share your own slides?
I mean, seeing as you've got it already on the screen, if that's okay, we can just keep going as we are to save a bit of time.
Absolutely. Yep.
And if I just let you know when we're ready to move on to the next slide, that'd be brilliant.
Okay.
Thank you. So lovely to be here, everybody, and lots of information today. So I am the Global Memberships Manager for the Institute of Analytics, and I think I probably met some of you when I came over to India in November. So it was great to meet some of you then, and there were some brilliant questions, actually. So on the back of what Claire has been talking to you about the course that you're going to be taking, you also have membership. So you will have student membership because you are taking the IoA toolkit. And then what we would like to do is make sure that you stay with us, as Claire said, and I will talk to you really quickly about what that looks like. So if we just go back to the other slide.
Oh, sorry, Claire, sorry.
That's okay, that's okay. So my name's Claire Hodgson. If you need to email me, there's my email. But please do follow us. So go to LinkedIn, go to Facebook, go to X. We are under IoA, Institute of Analytics. Please go there and start following us. Connect with any of us that you see there. We'll be linked to the IoA's page. So you can find Claire, you can find Rohan, you can find Josie, you can find myself. Please do connect with us. We'd love to connect with you. We post lots of interesting things that will help you and support your career. If we go to the next slide, Claire, that would be great. So I won't spend too long on this because Claire really has talked about this already. We are the professional body for analytics, and we work with businesses all over the world, and we work with students all over the world, and we work with professionals all over the world. So Claire really is at the cutting edge of thought leadership in this field. So you know that when you are with us, you really are getting the best advice, and with your status as a member of the Institute of Analytics, you really do stand out. If we could go to the next slide, please. So when it comes to applying for jobs and being in a really competitive market, it's important to have an edge and to be able to show that you have the mindset of keeping up with your own professional development and making sure that you have the skills for tomorrow. It really is enticing for employers to see that you have something different. Maybe you've already got some certifications through us as well. If we go to the next slide, please. So when you graduate, it would be brilliant for you to maintain your standout status as an Institute of Analytics member and change from being a student member, and you can actually become an affiliate member. So become an affiliate member, keep adding to your skills and start moving along the grades of our membership. As your data experience expands and your experience within your job expands, you can start really enhancing all of those skills and all of those employability qualities that are really in demand in the workforce. And as new jobs and new roles evolve, you will be at the forefront of what every business wants. So you really will be placing yourself ahead of many other people. If we could have the next slide, please. Thank you. So with your membership, you will start to see this already when you start to get used to the portal and you start using the course. You will see that there are 1,000 courses that you can take from anywhere from an hour, 2 hours, 4 hours, or if you want to take more extensive courses, you can go through longer pathways. But you will be adding certifications to your CV alongside your degree. So all of these are applicable hands-on technologies and skills which show that you can apply those future-proof skills, those technologies. We also have webinars, guest lectures, we have videos, and we have a monthly newsletter along with your status and recognition of your logo and your badge that you would use on your LinkedIn profile, on your CV, and you just know that you are in the right place to stay ahead of the really fast changing business world. If we could have the next slide, please. So I've already mentioned about certifications. Really important, you gain access to so many certifications that you can add to your CV. You can really show that your mindset is agile. You really take seriously having your own solutions to staying up to date and making sure that you're adding all the time to your skills. You are not someone who just stays still. You are different to other people. You are proactive. And that really is a brilliant mindset that employers are looking for. And the other thing that we can also offer you is that if you were looking for particularly a data focused role, we can support you with what that interview might look like and how to really transition your career through the journey along the years, whatever way you want to go, that you have lots of options with us. Okay, next slide. And here's just a really nice image which shows you lots of different types of roles, and really this is such a simple way of looking at it, and as we know there are many different types of roles which are opening up all the time. Businesses are having to evolve fast and their roles are coming up and they're looking for people with skills that probably their team don't quite have, and certainly in the future we know that those skills there'll be gaps in the market that you can step into if you're ready. Okay, next slide, please. Here are some of those technologies that you can learn if you're interested in adding some of these certifications to your CV and to your skill set. There are many. Tableau is one of the ones that Claire was demonstrating as well, and you can learn how to use Tableau. You can gain certificates in Tableau and SQL. Next slide, please. And that's a screenshot of our website. Just to show you again, if you haven't already logged in, you just go to the top right button that says sign in, go and log in there and start learning. Next slide, please, Claire. That's the last one, actually. Yes. So that's it from me, really. I would echo what Claire has advised, which is to use your personal email. Once you have logged in using whatever email has been used for you, just make sure it's an email that you will be keeping when you finish your course so that you still have access to upgrade when you finish your course and you don't lose what the great work that you've been doing through the IoA portal and all of those certificates that you'll be gaining. That's it from me.
Thank you very much, Claire. That's great. So just to reiterate, our goal for you, our dream for you, and this is why we have been working with the ISTC team to bring you the very best we can of training today. When we meet with employers, we know they often say, it's okay, a new generation of graduates is coming through with different tools. We're going to be fine. And the reality is, not that many graduates are coming through with those skills at the moment. So we are trying to give you that competitive edge in the market to get your first job. But we would hope that you would stay with us through your membership and move towards associate status. And associate status is where our allies are, our accountant in the loop, experts who understand accountancy and all the incredible benefits that your accountancy training brings and are more technically advanced than most accountants. You're able to do financial predictive modeling, which is going to be in increasing demand as historical modeling becomes automated. And all of the training that you're doing with us at the moment will be with finance data. So you're getting real world practice immediately with data that you could use in your job in the future. And then, we would like you to stay with us, do a little bit more training in how artificial intelligence works. And then at that point, we can take you up to associate status, which comes with letters after your name, and it is a mark of your commitment to delivering the best to the businesses that you work with. So I'm really thrilled to have you with us. Welcome. And I hope you love the course. You're going to be so proud of yourselves at the end of this. Thank you. Dr. Sheetal, are you still with us?
Thank you so much, Dr. Claire. So I've been reading few messages on the chat window appearing at the YouTube, and yes, I will just tell. So this is for everyone listening to us. Thank you very much, Dr. Claire. Thank you, Claire Hodgson. Thank you, Josie. Uh, it was really interesting. Just for the students, they are asking, we will share the PPT. Yes, we will share it. We will also share the PDF for how to get to the membership. You've already received the mails, but how to log in and how to go about it, we will share all those details with you all. And also, yes, this is a free membership from ISTC for 1 year for all the ACCA students. So please make full use of this membership and have great studying. You can always write to us if there's any problem with uh, any part of this. So yes, I can. If anybody has anything else to ask, you could please put on the chat, and I can answer those questions. Whatever I have read so far is only whether it is paid. No, you don't need to pay, and we will share the PPT. Yes, definitely, and also we will share you the PDF for the steps for the membership, which you've already received the mail, but how to log in and how to move about it, everything is given very clearly in the PDF. So that sounds good. Thank you, is what they say. Okay. I don't see any other questions on the YouTube in the chat. So I hope it's all clear. It looks fine. And yes, the objective, if somebody is asking, the whole objective was to introduce, give orientation on this analytics course, which has been specially given to the ACCA student and is called Smart Finance. They're data tools which will help you to analyze finance accounts, the data that you have, because every organization, every company is working only with data, and which helps you to get better going ahead with this. And we have, as Dr. Claire has taken you through each and every part, that we have put three data tools out over here: the spreadsheets, which is for 18 hours, data visualization, which is spread to 22 hours, and cloud data ingestion, which is more of the data sets, databases, that's for 10 hours. And so this is totally 50 hours, which helps you basically onto getting onto with how to work with the accounting and finance data sets that you will have of the companies. So as you start going through them and learning, and if you have further more queries, you can always write to us. Uh, Dr. Claire and Claire Hodson also has shared the email ID. We will share it again in the mail with you all. In the same mail where you will receive the PPT and the PDF of the membership, you will also receive the mail ID where you can write if you have any queries. So that is from us. And for any other questions, that sounds good. When will it start? It's already there. You've all received the mail already. So you need to log in and start with your membership and you go live. You start learning right from now. And what's the time duration of this training, ma'am? So you have been given this for 1 year membership. You can use, utilize this. You can even go through other courses and add on to your skill sets, upskill to other courses. What are the courses available? So what is in this training track? As I mentioned, the three, and there's lots more. So you can navigate through it and please go through it. Uh, can we get your LinkedIn profile? You can put our names, you will get our LinkedIn profiles. And yes, we are all there. You can connect with us. So I think, yes, Dr. Claire, that is all is there on the YouTube chat. So these are the questions, and I think we are more or less done and we are clear with everything that's there. Yeah.
We are so excited about this. So
Yes.
excited. Thank you very much, Dr. Shital
Definitely.
and your team
So
for arranging this for your students. What an incredible gift. And it gives them safety in their career over the next 10, 20 years. Thank you very much. We're thrilled to have you.
thank you so much for joining us. Everyone from UK, thank you. Thank you, each one of you, for joining us and sharing all the information with the students out here. We look forward to great learning for everyone.
Yes. Good
Thank
luck,
you.
everyone.
Thank you. Thank you so
Lovely to
much.
meet you all. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye bye. Everyone from UK, thank you. Thank you, each one of you, for joining us and sharing all the information with the students out here. We look forward to great learning for everyone.
Yes. Good luck, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you so
Lovely to
much.
meet you all. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.